Oh, like what is calisthenics?
Essentially, all it is using your own body weight as resistance as opposed to anything external. So for all of like the more basic moves, that would be a push up, pull up, dip. So anything where you're just using your weight, and there's a lot more advanced skills that you can learn too, but that's just the basics. And that's where people start. And then you start to learn other things, which goes down a rabbit hole of so many other things that you can do. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty fundamental. I mean, it's how we should be working out because it's our own body and you don't need anything. You can do it anywhere, anytime, which is what's really cool
Yeah.
about it.
I've always wondered like how gladiators and people back in the day got jacked, and like it seems like right, this is probably much more aligned with like how our ancestors were working out, because they didn't have gyms to go to. Not that there's anything wrong with lifting weights, but like it is probably something that's like more in our DNA.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
then yeah, like it seems like a lot of these are like variations on like a plank though. It's not just like push-ups, pull-ups, but like holding a position, you know what I'm saying? What does that do? Like, what does holding a handstand or a plank or a dip or things like that, like, what does that do? I know it does like, the stabilization of your muscles, right? Like
And how you achieve that is by having a strong core. So
okay,
anything that you're doing that's like a static hold or what you're talking about,
mhm,
it always involves your core. So no matter
okay,
what you're doing, the stronger your core is, the more likely you'll be able to hold anything static. So it's just about having balance, stability, and a strong core in order to actually perform all those moves.
okay,
I feel like weightlifting just in general makes you more tight, and the bigger you get, the less functional you are with your strength.
mhm,
Whereas calisthenics, you can apply like all the things that you learn into other areas too. Like in order to perform certain moves, you also need to be very flexible, which I'm working on too. I've been doing a lot of stretching. So it just makes you feel like it makes your body just feels better when
mhm,
you're doing all this kind of stuff. And like I said, it can translate over to other things too. Like if we want to do yoga this weekend, it's going to make yoga a lot more, like a lot easier on the body.
mhm,
Also, so the transition over to calisthenics, like it's been a lot more fulfilling working out because whenever you learn a skill that you weren't aware that you can do or that your body can perform that, it's like crazy because as far as satisfaction goes, when you're lifting, it's like, okay, I just did more weight than I did last time. And like, that's basically it, which I
mhm,
mean, it's still a good feeling, but to do your first handstand or your first muscle up, like that's such a crazy feeling. Cause like, it's shit that you see people do is like, oh shit, like I can never do that. Like, that's crazy. And then you do it. It's like, oh shit, like I just proved to myself that I can do something I thought I couldn't do before,
mhm,
which builds up your overall confidence too. Because like it's a whole new game that you have to learn. And then it's just so rewarding to know that you can do shit that you didn't think, you know what I mean? Like it's
mhm,
crazy. Whenever you do a move, you have to be very focused on your whole body and what your whole body's doing. Like when you're doing a handstand, you need to be focused on every single part of your body. Like everything needs to be tight in a straight line. You need to focus on your toes being pointed, your legs being engaged, core being engaged. Like everything has to be like straight. So it's like you need to and like that applies to other movements too. It just takes a lot of focus to do everything. So yeah, I mean, I just need to show you and then you should be able to get it for sure.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.